Hello students, myself Amrita Srivastav and I am faculty of US Academy and Institute, Gorakhpur. So today we are going to discuss class 8th chapter 1. This is your English book, Honeydew, and this is chapter 1. The name of the chapter is The Best Christmas Present in the World. So let's see what is going in the story. First of all, I will give you a short introduction about the story. The story depicts the brotherhood and universal bonhomie. Soldiers in the enemy camps want peace and harmony. They want to live with their families. The discard of leaders develops no enmity among them. They wish to celebrate and play together also. The female character waited long for the husband to return from the war fronts. So as you can see, there are some dates or periods of time in the history of the world that are so significant that everyone knows and remembers them. We always remember some important dates and events, and this story also mention one important date, that was the year of 1914, and the event was a war between the British and the Germans. So as you can see on the screen, some dates are given here. Do you know which event the dates below refer to? The first date is 4 July 1776, American Declaration of Independence. Second date is 17 December 1903. This was the year when the Wright brothers made the first flight. And the third event is 6 August 1945. This was the year when Hiroshima Day, an atomic bomb was dropped upon the Hiroshima in Japan on this date. Number 4 is 30 January 1948. On this date, assassination of Mahatma Gandhi had happened. Number 5, 12 April 1961. Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth. And last is 20 July 1969. On this date, Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. So these are the important dates you should remember. So students, can you tell what is the nature of the given dates and events? Well, some events are about defeat and destruction, and some are about endeavor and success. So let's see what is going on in our story, The Best Christmas Present in the World. So here you can see on the screen So let's start our story. What is going on in the story? The narrator went to a junk shop in the Bridgeport looking for a roll-top desk. Roll-top desk means a desk which is having a cupboard also. The junk seller informed him that the desk he picked up was made of oak. Junk shop means shop which sells some old things also. So that is junk shop. And the owner of the junk shop informed the writer that the table was made of oak. The narrator found it cheaper than the others he had seen. That means he had seen many others, but it was the cheaper. All the desk was not in proper shape, yet he bought it and started working on it. He took out the damaged cover. He observed that water and fire took a toll. That means he opened the drawers easily, but for the last one he had to apply force. The last drawers was little bit jammed, so he applied little force. He took out a tin box with a note on it with instruction to bury the letter with her. Out of curiosity, he read the letters that mention the address of the lady Macpherson. The female character of the story is Lady Macpherson and the male character is Macpherson. It was written in pencil. He read the letter. Her husband was happily narrating an incident. It was Christmas morning and they were standing in their trenches. He observed a white flag waving from the side of German soldiers. So, in the second part of the story, here is a letter. Dear Connie, I write to you in a much happier frame of mind because something wonderful has just happened that I must tell you about at once. We are all standing in our trenches yesterday morning, Christmas morning. It was crisp and quite all about as beautiful morning as I have ever seen, as cold and frosty as a Christmas morning should be. So, let's see what is going on. So, he informed her wife about the situation of the war and the air of confusion was offering them to share happens and soldiers. About 12 soldiers started coming towards them in no man's land. Initially, the narrator was apprehensive, yet he made no efforts to stop them. He was rather happy that they were celebrating happiness with his enemy soldiers. He further added that he liked the way the German officer came towards him and introduced him. So here the writer is explaining about the atmosphere of their war place and how they were feeling, how they were reacting. He wished him happy Christmas and told him that he should play and cello in the orchestra. Mr. Macpherson, the main character of the story, greeted him and replied that he was a school teacher from Dorset. He shared rum and sausages. He spoke almost perfect English. He was surprised to see Dusseldorf speaking good English and knew about Dorset, where he never went. The source of his information was from reading English book. That means the soldier was able to read and speak a good English. So they discussed so many things at that time, and after that they decided that they would like to play football also. So they discussed Bathsheba, Gabriel Oak, Sergeant Troy and Dorset. His family includes his wife and one son. In the family of Macpherson, his wife and his son was there. The letter read as the narrator had the best time with the enemy celebrating. So, through the information given in the letter, we can know that they were enemy and they were celebrating their Christmas time together. Next, the fun element was a game of football. They made goal post by pitting Great Coast. Hans Wolf and Jim Macpherson wanted to resolve the differences and would not harm their families. No soldiers want to do this. Macpherson was sure of winning a game of cricket. The game was won by Germans, and to his surprise, Hans Wolff admitted that their goal was wider than theirs. That means they were praising each other. Soldiers of both the side bade goodbye to each other and felt that the night was a memorable one. So, after the battlefield, no soldier is enemy. They act as they are friends because no one wants to fight always, as this is their duty. So, as the same they were doing so. They exchanged carols, style Natch from the German side, and while Shepherds was from England side. So exchange gift also. Jim concluded the letter by saying that both armies wanted for peace. After reading the letter, the author could not sleep, decided to drive the breadboard. He asked a boy the address. When he went there, an old man told him that he knew about Mrs. Macpherson. Her house was one. Here we know that this was the letter of Mr. Macpherson to his wife, Mrs. Macpherson. So after reading that letter, the writer decided that he will give the letter to the owner. So he decided to drive out there, and he asked someone about the address of Mrs. Macpherson. So the man informed that her house was burnt. She used candles instead of electricity, considering it to be cheap. She was in a nursing home named Burlington House on the Dorchester Road. So when he entered, he saw a hallway and light Christmas tree kept in a corner with a lopsided angel on top. He asked for Mrs. Macpherson or Mr. Macpherson while waiting to observe that everyone in the dining room was singing and wearing a paper hat. The matron offered a mince pie and took him along the corridor. She told him that Mrs. Macpherson was not in with the others. That means Mrs. Macpherson was sitting alone in another room. She would be happy to have a visitor. She would be happy to have a visitor as she did not have a family. He saw an old lady sitting in a wheelchair. She folded hands in her lap. So she was sitting alone and she was with her folded head, and she kept her hands in her lap. You can see here, this is the story. He described her how he discovered that time. The visitor described why he was here, but the lady was not paying attention about what the writer was saying. The man described how he got the letter and how he discovered that and why he was here to give this letter to the lady. But she paid no heed to all his conversation. The lady was not paying attention towards the words. Rather, she was smiling. She came forward with tearful eyes. He mistook him for her husband, Jim. So at that time, the lady realized that the man was her husband, Jim Macpherson. So she didn't say any single word. She asked him to sit near her and read the letters himself. Why she said this? Because she wanted to hear his voice only. And after reading that letter, can see here. And after reading that letter, she said nothing. She asked him to sit near her and read the letter himself because she wanted to hear his voice. She told him that they would have for Christmas cake and marzipan because the lady was knowing that her husband likes the marzipan cake so much. So students, this was the detailed summary of the chapter, detailed explanation of the chapter, the best Christmas present in the world. So after explanation, I would like to ask, what kind of moral did you get from the story? The story, The Best Christmas Present in the World, has beautifully depicted the moral lessons also. It conveys that war and fight only bring sadness and humiliation all around the world. One should generally follow the path of peace, of attaining happiness in the world. This would be the best Christmas gift, of course. To support this thought, we can take the example of the soldiers. Both the soldiers of different country don't want to fight on Christmas Day. They want to solve their problems without fighting that day. They enjoyed the Christmas Day in no man's land and played football. They found a sportive solution to their problems also. They gave us one moral, that sports are the best way to solve problems. So, students, I hope now you are able to solve the questions also. So, in our next video, we will discuss our next chapter. Till then, take care.